think we would all love to go to the most amazing places to photograph wildlife. But sometimes I think if you start in your local area, that's probably going to be the best option, because most of the time tends to be a lot of birds out, especially seagull and ducks and probably swans if you manage to find those. And I think being in your local area is a great way to learn how to get used to taking photos of birds, especially when they're flying, and it will just help you a lot in the long run. So when you eventually get to the place that you really want to take photos, you'll be ready and you'll know what kind of things to look for and what kind of settings you should have your camera on. So today I'm just out at my local river. It's completely surrounded by buildings. There's a road just right behind me, and well, it's pretty noisy, but the birds that are around here are completely used to it and they don't really mind the noise, which is actually a real benefit for me, which means I don't need to be quiet, and it actually means I get to go a lot closer to them as well. So the coolest bird I have available to me at the moment is these ducks called golden-eye, and they're really quite pretty. My only downfall is that I'm on a platform here, and to get the best results out of your photos, just to be able to capture that nice depth and the angle, would be to be able to lie down on the ground and pretty much be on the same eye level as them. But with me being higher up and they're quite low on the water, I'm not going to get those kind of results, which is fine for the situation, because this is something you tend to learn along the way. When you get to a place where you can really get those good photos, you'll have at least had the practice to getting this correct. And you want to tend to shoot it around 1,000th of a second, if not more, because these birds can be pretty fast sometimes, especially ducks. They fly extremely fast. So you need to use fast shutter speeds to be able to stop the motion from happening. But obviously sometimes you can play around with it and shoot at a slower shutter speed just to add a nice effect of movement. So right now I got about 5 of these golden-eye just in front of me. They're actually getting quite close now, which I'm surprised by, because they're very skittish birds. But they're really cool. So at the moment I think it's coming to the point where mating season is coming, so you have 3 or 4 males just following one female the whole time. But yeah, they're really nice. So there's these logs that are placed all the way along the river going towards the end of it, and quite often seagulls land on that. So if you get your timing right, you'll be able to get a seagull coming in and flying onto one of those logs, and it can make a really cool, it can make a really cool photo. So I'm just going to stick around here a little bit and wait for a seagull to hopefully land on that. But I need to at least be shooting at around 1/1000th of a second, but probably higher, just to be able to freeze that motion as good as possible. And I'm going to shoot this wide open as well at f2.8. But yeah, let me just wait around and hopefully one will land on there quite soon. So I didn't want to get too complex with this video. It was more about trying to show you that there are things just outside your window sometimes. Obviously I'm in the middle of town right now, but there is wildlife to be taken photos of, and I just think you need to get out and practice with the gear you have and find ways to get the best kind of results. Change your settings, practice things a little bit, and study the animals that are around you, because this will help you so much more when you're out in the field and in a place where you might only have that one chance. And because you didn't practice, you might not get that shot. I'm just trying to encourage people to get out and see what's around them. make the most of what you can, and when you're ready to go to those environments where there's exotic animals, exotic birds, you're going to be ready to get that shot that you most likely want. Practice taking photos of birds in flight, practice using faster shutter speeds, and having your eye ready for those kind of moments, because doing this will help you so much more in the long run. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I wouldn't normally make these, but I just wanted to kind of get it across because I myself like to show off the best and want to go to the places that look really nice and get the best results. But this is reality. We don't always have time and the opportunity to go to those great places. So anyway, if you enjoyed this, please leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down, that's fine too. But otherwise, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.